fucking with Man Jackson. You're watching WGS-TV.
Hello everybody, welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here at youtube.com/WrestleGamer and ZFXTV. I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux, and this is going to be my WWE Main Event review for the week of October 17th, 2012. Featured matchup is the Intercontinental title being defended by The Miz against Kofi Kingston. Now, I talked a little bit about this on the Monday Night Raw review about whether or not Miz could be cleared. Well, apparently he was cleared, especially after taking that vicious kick from Kofi Kingston, the Trouble in Paradise, on Monday night. Apparently, the side effects were, well, he didn't get a concussion, which I am very surprised that he didn't, because after witnessing that kick he took on Raw, and seeing it in slow motion over and over again, it was very, very nasty. So Miz, I gotta say, he came lucky. I mean, the only thing is he's got a little bit of swelling and about 6 or 7 stitches right above his right eye, and it didn't look pretty. I'm telling you, it did not look good. However, what did look good was this actual match between Miz and Kofi Kingston. The first title match for WWE Main Event, and it was a very good match. I mean, very, very nicely done. I mean, Kingston and The Miz looked really, really good. I want to talk about a couple of spots they had in the match. One spot, they were on the outside. Miz threw Kingston and into the ring steps, and Kingston counters it by leaping over it in a somersault style, lands on his feet, then jumps back up onto the steps, springboards it, and clotheslines The Miz. Kofi Kingston is just absolute. Let me just say this about Kingston. Kingston's got a lot more talent than people give him credit for. Kingston is very, very talented. In a sense, to me, in the style of what he did tonight, he's almost a black John Morrison. Because we're used to seeing John Morrison, with his parkour style, pull up the same kind of things that Kofi Kingston does. And Kingston did not disappoint. Now, Miz, it looked like he really didn't have any other side effects from taking that huge kick in the face Monday night, other than the fact he had some stitches. The wound did open up a little bit during the match, because you could tell, because it was starting to, blood was trickling down from it, and you could tell that it had reopened up, so they probably got to put another stitch in it. But other than that, what happened tonight is something I talked about on last week's main event review. I said on last week's review that in all likelihood that Miz would drop the title to Kingston, and we'd have the rematch at Hell in a Cell. And so far, one of those things I said has come true. It's come to fruition. Kingston is now the Intercontinental Champion. Kofi Kingston is the new champion. In all likelihood, we will have a return bout at Hell in a Cell. I don't think they would do it on Friday Night SmackDown, to be honest with you, or next week on Raw. I think they want to, if they would want to do something. I mean, I think we're just about 2 weeks away from Hell in a Cell, so I would think they would probably do the return bout at Hell in a Cell. I think it would make much more sense to have a return bout for the Intercontinental Championship at Hell in a Cell. But for main event week 3, this was a great match. 4 out of 5 is my official score for Kingston becoming the Intercontinental Champion. WWE kind of botched things up a little bit, and let me tell you why. Because I know it's been reported everywhere that apparently on WWE.com last night they posted up the results to this show, especially the huge thing the huge update about Kofi Kingston becoming the new Intercontinental Champion. Now, why in the world would WWE do that? I have no idea. But even knowing the end result that Kingston was going to become the Intercontinental Champion, I still watched it because I wanted to see how the match was executed, and it was done remarkably well. Didn't need to see so many slow motion replays of the kick that Miz took in the face on Monday Night Raw, because every time I looked at that, I was like, ooh, oh, I can't watch that. I can't watch that because it was that vicious. It was, you know, it's still hard to say what went wrong with that kick. You know, if Miz didn't turn in time, or if Kingston was early on the kick, we don't know. Because we really don't know, you know, what happened, if they discussed about it in the back, you know, what exactly happened. But honestly, in my opinion, I think Miz was just not ready for the spot. It could be that he was not ready for the spot, or Kingston was early in the Trouble in Paradise spot. But, you know, despite that, Miz still looked good. Despite the 6 stitches above his right eye. That was, ugh. Well, yeah, so if we do have a return bout, it should be at Hell in a Cell, and I think by that time those stitches should be out and that wound should be perfectly healed. But bottom line, 4 out of 5 on this match. Next matchup, the second match we had tonight was Dolph Ziggler taking on Zack Ryder. It was an okay match. I didn't really see what the point of the match was until Dolph Ziggler cut a promo after the match was over, and I'm like, okay, he's got the microphone in his hand. Now I know what they were doing this for, to set up what was going to be next week's match, main event match for WWE Main Event. What Dolph Ziggler basically did, he cut a promo saying, making an open challenge to anyone to face the show-off next week on WWE's Main Event, and for a minute or so, nobody answered, and then lo and behold, here comes Ryback. So, the featured bout on next week's WWE Main Event, it'll be Ryback versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, we used to seeing Ryback just totally dominate his opponents in a time frame of less than 5 minutes. Well, so far, the continuing trend, or the trend as it were, for the past 3 weeks on WWE Main Event, for the featured bout to be at least 20 to 30 minutes at best. Well, maybe not 20 to 30 minutes, but they put in a lot of commercial breaks to kind of expand on it. But, you know, maybe this could be Ryback's test to see how well he's got good physical strength and stuff, but how good is his stamina? You know, maybe we could see a display of what kind of stamina and endurance that Ryback has. You know, can he physically go that long? You know, because he's probably going to have to go that long at Hell in a Cell, but that'll be for a future video discussion. But as far as the rest of the main event goes, you know, Ziggler, Ryder, and the announcement of next week's main event, 3.5 out of 5. The matchup I wasn't too thrilled about. You know, it wasn't a bad match, but I just wasn't, just wasn't as entertained as I was by this match as I was by the Kingston Miz match. That was a very entertaining match, and Ziggler and Ryder, honestly, it nearly put me to sleep. It nearly put me to sleep, and I really don't want to say anything bad about a Ziggler match, because Ziggler carries a lot of his matches, and he does a phenomenal job. But this match, let me just say this, it was like a span of about 6 or 7 minutes, this match was, and I'm glad it was, because I was really getting bored with it. Overall score on main event this week, I'm going to go 4 out of 5 on this one. Again, the Intercontinental title match was indeed a great match, and Ziggler and Ryder, again, the only purpose they used this for was to have the announcement of what was going to be next week's featured bout for WWE's main event, and that's Ziggler versus Ryback. So what I want to know from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts on WWE Main Event this week. Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. And don't forget to please subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer and youtube.com/ZFXTV Network. So with that being said, I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux saying thank you very much for watching.